So, welcome to the live session, YouTube live course regarding the Zoology Semester 1 examination, Invertebrates and Vertebrate Biology. Actually, this is new syllabus from this 2025 to 26 academic year. So, most of the syllabus is changed and the pattern of the syllabus is also changed. That's why I have prepared the PDF notes and also have prepared the YouTube videos. Now, to clarify the doubts, I am going to conduct the live classes for 7 to 8 days. Now, this is the first day. Actually, this has to be started before 3 days ago, but however, it is starting today onwards. Every day, the live classes are going to be conducted. In these live classes, actually already the videos are there, the PDF notes is also there, but why am I conducting these live YouTube classes means because I have to interact with you. You have to pose some doubts in this session. In the chat box, you have to post the doubts. I will clear those doubts. That is the live interaction with the live chat. That's why I am conducting these live classes. Okay, this is the first day. This is the most important class or most important session throughout the 7 days sessions, because in this session how we are going to prepare, how you are going to prepare. I will discuss how you wanted to prepare for the examination, semester examination. Of course, some of the students might not attend the classes regularly, but however, there is no problem. In this live session, you can interact with me. The first thing is you have to take the PDF notes, and the second thing is you have to go through the videos, recorded videos in the YouTube or Facebook or whatever it may be, the social media platform. And another important thing is these 7 days or 8 days you have to attend these live sessions. In these live sessions you have to pose some questions, doubts, and everything. You can interact with me directly. So this is about the zoology first semester, invertebrates and vertebrates biology. Okay, however, actually what you are going to understand after completing this first semester is you have to understand the evolutionary development of invertebrates and vertebrates. Means how did the animal kingdom is developed, how did the different phyla from the protozoa to chordata, how did the different animals belongs to the different phyla were evolved on this earth. Actually this was started, this evolution was started with the protozoans animal kingdom 3 billion years ago approximately, but at that moment the single celled organisms were there. But later what happened, multicellular organisms called the parazoans, poriferans were evolved. Later cnidarians and platyhelminthes and nematohelminthes, like that many animals were evolved on this earth. In these animals, at the beginning we discussed about the protozoans, which are single celled organisms, but later those are developed as the multicellular organisms. In the multicellular organisms, from this multicellular organism, for example, sponges, that is started with the multicellularity. But later, tissue level of organization, the cnidarians were evolved. Next, the organ level of organization is seen in platyhelminthes onwards. Okay, however, we will discuss about the tissue level of organization, cellular level of organization, organ level of organization, everything in the videos. But now in the live sessions also we discussed in upcoming live sessions. But now our focus is mainly how to start our preparation. This is the session. Now we are going to start. Actually in this the snake is there. In the snakes you are observing these fangs. The fangs are releasing the poison into the body of prey or into the body of enemy. Actually, while it is attacking the enemy or the prey, it has to focus on its enemy or prey completely. Without focusing on the prey or enemy, it cannot do nothing. So the focus is very important. And another thing is, right side, a dinosaur is actually flying as a bird. Actually, the dinosaurs were lived in the Mesozoic era. That was the golden era of reptiles. In that period, many dinosaurs were lived on this earth, but later they were a Triassic period, they were completely extincted. But instead of saying extinction, we can say that though some of the dinosaurs were evolved as the birds. Now there are a number of species of birds are there. Actually, those are the derivatives of the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were evolved as the birds, but it took lot of time, millions of years. So you had to be very patient. The patience is very important for the evolution. So now we are starting. So our first is just focus on your destination. So your examinations will be started in this November month or early December. So that's why you have to be very serious. Just you have to focus on your destination. At least now in these live sessions, 7 or 8 days, you have to focus on these live sessions along with the videos and PDF notes completely. Without focusing on your destination, we cannot do nothing. We can do nothing. So this is actually 7 to 9 days preparation plan. I have prepared everything for you. In these 9 days, you have to focus on your studies completely. If you focus on your studies completely, then it will become fruitful. That's all. If you do not focus, there is nothing. So here, if you focus, the first one is the focus on your destination, and the second one is, if you focus on your studies at least in this month, okay, that's good. Then there would be no struggle, no confusion. I will conduct many live classes. In that live classes, you can interact with me with a number of questions and number of doubts. If you want to ask the questions or if you want to raise the doubts, you have to go through the material PDF, and also you have to go through the videos already recorded and kept in the video YouTube. So if you follow these, there would be no struggle and no confusion. Then need not to work very hard. Then you can prepare very smartly, with very happily. In this 15 or 20 days period, you can prepare very smartly and very happily. There is no struggle, no confusion. In this short time, you can complete your studies. However, next one is the first and most important step in this preparation. On this first day, you are setting your goal, you are focusing on your subject, you are focusing on your examinations. The first and most important thing in the first step is you have to remember 11 plus animals only. That's it. You are almost done. Yeah, this is very simple. You have to remember 11 plus animals, then your preparation will be almost completed. Then I'll give suggestions, I'll give everything for you. If you remember the 11 plus animals, then our most of the preparation will be completed. That's it. So this is the second step in our preparation. This is the board. In these diagrams, actually I am showing protozoa onwards. The protozoa and porifera, all the 11 plus phyla. Actually 12 phyla are there, but Onychophora, that was a phylum was there in between the Annelida and Arthropoda, but it is not included in your syllabus. But here only 11 phyla are there. Then you have to remember 11 animals. 11 plus or 14 or 15 animals you have to remember, because in some of the phylas you have to remember 2 or 3 animals sometimes to understand completely. So in this 11 plus phyla, you have to remember 14 or 15 animals. So here, starting onwards, you can see in the starting onwards, the protozoa animals, the protozoans are there. These are actually single celled animals. In these protozoans, what are the animals have to be remembered? Here you know amoeba, paramecium, euglena and verticella. These 4 animals are very important to remember. You have to remember compulsory these 4 animals, because the amoeba is a free living animal, and the paramecium, euglena and verticella also free living animal, but The amoeba is containing the pseudopodia and the locomotory organs. The paramecium is containing the cilia for the locomotion and capturing the food material. And the euglena is having some flagella. Other type of, the structure is different. And another important thing in the euglena is they can capture the food material from outside. Those are free living animals, and also they can prepare the food with the help of chlorophyll molecules located in their chromatophores. Mixotrophic nutrition we can find in this euglena. That's why amoeba is a completely free living animal with pseudopodia locomotory organs. The paramecium, which is containing the cilia, the locomotory organs are different. The capturing of food material is different. The reproduction is also different. The euglena, that is mixotrophic nutrition, autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition, both are present in them. But why do you want to remember this verticella? Because the verticella do not move from one place to another place, because this organism do not contain any locomotory organs in their body. Those are sedentary animals, those are marine animals, they cannot move from one place to another place. See, in these 4 animals, 4 different types of characters we found. That's why in the first session or first subunit, you have to remember these 4 animals. Then first one is completed. And another important thing is, these are actually single-celled animals. This is entamoeba, this is plasmodium. These 2 animals also you have to remember, because these 2 are parasites. They causes disease to the vertebrates, especially to the human beings. This entamoeba causes dysentery and the plasmodium causes malaria. These are not free living animals, These are parasites. They can live in the host body. For example, in our body, they are living as the parasites. They steal the food material, they can damage our tissues or cells, they causes some disease to us. That's why in these protozoans, these 6 animals you have to remember. That's all. Your preparation regarding these protozoans is completed. Next goes, evolution is going on. Poriferans. In this poriferans, these all are sedentary animals. Pores are present on their body. In these poriferans, most of them are belongs to the marine, but only euspangia-like animals can live in the fresh water. These sedentary animals do not move. They can capture the food material with the water current which is enter into the body. So these are sedentary animals. These are sponges. You have to remember the pores are present on their body. Next one is, the evolution is going on. These animals were evolved. These animals are called the cnidarians or coelenterates. In these coelenterates, you have to remember 3 animals. The first one is the obelia, which can show the dimorphism. And the polyp and medusa. These 2 are very important concepts in this cnidaria. What is the duty of polyp? What is the duty of medusa? We will discuss, however, later. But you have to remember this dimorphic organism. Another one is polymorphism. This is holostemma. This can show the polymorphism. This is dimorphic organism. This is polymorphic organism. In this polymorphic organism, that can show 3 or more forms. More zooids are present in them. So the holostemma is also very important. The third animal which you have to remember is the sea anemone or corals. The sea anemones or corals can form the coral reefs, which are made up of calcium carbonate. Those are forming the islands. Those are forming the barriers in the oceans. That is also very corals and coral reefs. Another important question is also there. That is actually essay question. This is holostemma is also essay question, because the polymorphism is somehow bigger. But either it may be dimorphism or polymorphism or polymorphic organisms, or corals and coral reefs. These 3 are very important, but we will discuss very easily. Within minutes we can learn them very easily. So now the protozoa is completed, porifera and cnidarian, holostemma and obelia and corals, sea anemone. These 3 animals. Next, during the evolution, the wonders are happened. Then what happened? These are actually obelia, holostemma and corals are free living animals. But from these free living animals, these platyhelminthes and nematohelminthes organisms were evolved. These are actually, most of them, platyhelminthes and nematohelminthes are parasites. Parasites were evolved from these coelenterate organisms. In these parasites, only the turbellarians are the free living animals, remaining trematoda, cystoda, and the nematohelminthes, most of them are parasites. These parasites can live in the host body. They can steal the food material from the host body, and they can cause they damage the tissues and they can cause disease. So in these platyhelminthes, turbellarians, for example, planaria you have to remember, and the trematodes, blood flukes, and the cystodes you have to remember. This one is Taenia solia, for example. And the nematohelminthes, you can remember only Ascaris lumbricoides. You know very well about the Ascaris lumbricoides, male and female organisms. In this Ascaris, if you remember these four platyhelminthes, planaria, and Taenia solium, and the liver fluke. And in the nematohelminthes, only Ascaris lumbricoides you can remember. You can remember these Eukaryoria brancaft, which can causes elephantiasis also. So now up to here this is okay. But next onwards, Annelida, we can remember, you have to remember earthworm first. Next one is the leech. These two you know, earthworm and leech. But another one is there, Nereis. These Nereis, these Nereis can live in the marine water. But these three animals you have to remember this. Annelida will be completed. All the systems, organ level of organization we can observe in this Annelida, but complete organs are developed. Those are free living animals except this leech. Leech is actually ectoparasite. However, we can discuss about them separately. There is no type study in this animal kingdom. If you remember the animals, that will be completed or study. That is very easy because we are going to understand the evolutionary development only. So here earthworm you have to remember what are the organs are developed in the earthworm, what are the organs are developed in the Nereis and Heteronereis, and organs developed in the leech. That's all. Then we can remember them very easily. Then next we can need not to go for the Onychophora. Actually Onychophoras are living fossils. Those can connect the Annelida and Arthropoda. But here Onychophora is not discussing because in your syllabus that is not included. Next one is Arthropoda. You know very well about the Arthropoda, the butterflies, beetles, all the insects, crabs, scorpion, spiders, and many animals are there. Then you can remember them very easily. You can remember butterflies and some beetles, some housefly, the mosquitoes, and some of the insects you can remember. Then your studies will be completed. Up to here it is very clear, and we can go for the mollusca. The evolution is going on. From these arthropods, the molluscans were evolved, the soft bodied animals. You can remember snail, that's all. Okay, however, you can remember some bivalves also. Octopus, you know very well. In the National Geographic channel and some other animal channels, you might have seen the octopus. Then you can remember them. Some joint skids are also there, but at least you can remember this snail only. Some octopus also you can remember them. Only molluscan, only the snail is also enough. Next one is Echinodermata. Echinodermata are completely exclusively marine organisms, starfishes. You can remember only one starfish. We can discuss about them very easily. Then another one is up to here, from the protozoa to Echinodermata, the non-chordates are completed. You remembered 2 or 3 animals for each phylum. Next one, we go to the hemichordates. These are called the half chordates. That is only the belenoglasses. That is very small concept. Then we will discuss about them. So the belenoglasses, a tube-like organism, you can remember, just worm-like organism. It is looking like a earthworm, but it is not earthworm. This is belenoglasses is a worm-like body, but hemichordate, half chordates. Now, last phylum, you can jump into the chordata. We are the chordate, jumped into the chordata. In these chordata, beginning animals, you have to discuss first. But here we are not discussing about them in detail. Urochordata and cephalochordata. Urochordata are the sedentary animals. Cephalochordata are just small organisms, fish-like organisms, but not fishes, fish-like organisms. A small discussion is there about the Urochordata and cephalochordata. But you remember, in every phyla, there is an important question is there. For example, if you take the protozoa, what are the locomotory organs? If you take the porifera, what is the canal system? If you in the Cnidaria, what is polymorphism and dimorphism? In Platyhelminthes, Nematohelminthes, what are the special adaptations took place in these animals? Like that, in every phylum, there is somehow one or two important questions are there. Okay. However, if we remember them, we can discuss and we can read them very easily. So here we are, Urochordata is there. Here in this Urochordata, actually the larva of the Urochordata is called the tadpole larva. The tadpole larva is containing all the chordate characters, but these sedentary animals do not possess any chordate characters. Those are sedentary animals. Uro means tail. Chorda means notochord. Notochord is present at the tail region of tadpole larva. That's all. Now you have to remember only this tadpole larva and this one. And next one is the cephalochordata. So the notochord is located inside the head region also. That is very small concept. And next onwards, real chordates, real vertebrates were started from here. This one is the cyclostoma. Cyclo means round, stoma means mouth. A round mouth, fishes like organisms were also lived on this earth before going to the vertebrates. These cyclostomes are also discussed separately. This cyclostome, the petromyzin and mixin, only two organisms are there. Now our main study is started studying about our vertebrates. In this vertebrate, you have to remember fish. Okay, that's very easy. And you have to remember a frog and a salamander, amphibians. And next from these amphibians, reptiles were evolved, snake, lizard, girdle lizard, turtles, and dinosaurs were also belongs to these reptiles. We are going to discuss about the dinosaurs in detail, because in the Mesozoic era, those were occupied almost all types of ecosystems on this earth, but they were extinct at that moment. However, we will discuss about the reptiles. Then you can remember dinosaurs and snake and girdle lizard. These three animals are enough. And birds, you can remember at least one bird, a pigeon or a cock or any other animal, peacock or any other animal. You can remember birds. And final one is the mammalia. What is the organism? What is the favorable mammal of you? It means human beings, or a tiger or a dog or a buffalo or whatever it may be, the mammal you can remember. So I think you got the preliminary information. Just remember the animals. Almost in this 11 phyla, 15 to 16 animals you have to remember. If you remember these animals, then what happened? These questions comes into the scene. In these questions, for example, whatever it may be the animal you can take. For example, protozoa you can take, or a poriferan, or any other animal you can take. And you can take one animal. For example, you can take this frog, or you can take this eagle or a bird. Then you can ask these questions. Important. These are because if we have 11 plus phyla. In this 11 phyla, 11 general and special characters, essay questions. And next one is fishes, amphibian, reptiles, birds and mammals also. General characters and special characters are there. Means 11 essay questions, general and special characters. Next 5 essay questions from the fishes to mammalia. Means 16 general special characters essay questions are there. These 16 general and special characters containing essay questions have to be learned within a day. That's our goal actually. How can we learn these all within a day, within this short time? Yes, you can see. Here actually 14 questions are there. Very simple questions. If you will ask anyone, they will give the answer. For example, you can take one animal. Either it may be protozoan amoeba, or it may be a sponge, or it may be frog, or it may be human being, or it may be bird. You can take any animal one. Then ask these questions. Start asking these questions. Where does the animal live? Then you can say easily, where do the frog live? Where do the eagle live? Where do the human beings live? Where do the amoeba live? Where do the sponges live? Yes, answer has come. That you have to write. These questions are 14 are there. If you any question, general characters and special character, you have to start from here. First question, where does the animal live? Means the ecosystem of the particular animal. So that is the point you have to write first. Next question, how the animal body is made up of? The body is made up of, the single celled organism's body is made up of unicellular, and the sponge's body is multicellular, and the Cnidarian's body is made up of tissues, and remaining all animals' body is made up of organs. That is simple. Next question, what is the food of that animal? Which animal you are taking? Frog or eagle or amoeba or sponge? What is the animal you are taking? You can ask that question, that animal, that you will give answer. What is the food of amoeba? A small bacteria like organism, bacteria like food material. What is the food of frog? Insects. What is the food of eagle? That can eat, that is carnivorous animal, that can eat meat. What is the food of scorpion? That is also carnivorous animal. What is the food of euglena? That is mixotrophic nutrition, that can eat bacteria and that can prepare the food material. Next question, what does the animal eat? That is the question. How does the animal eat? How does the eagle eat? Through the mouth. How does the frog eat? Through the mouth. How does the amoeba eat? Through the plasma membrane, because there is no mouth. How does the scorpion eat? The mouth is located. How does the sponges eat? Because they there is no particular mouth in the sponge's body. The water current enter into the body, the food material is captured. So that is the answer for this question. Where does the animal digest food? If the digestive system is there, the food material is digested. If there is no digestive system, directly the cells can digest the food material. How does the animal breathe? Respiration. How do the amoeba breathe? Through the plasma membrane. How do the frog respire? Through the skin. How does the eagle breathe? Through the lungs. How do you breathe? Through the lungs. How do the earthworm breathe? Respiratory system, skin. Like that you can ask. Next, how does the animal circulate things? Okay, however, the breathing mechanism is present in almost all animals, because we are animals, we have to take the oxygen from surrounding environment to liberate the energy from the glucose molecule in the mitochondria. Okay, however, the breathing mechanism is present in all animals. The breathing style is different. But now the question is, after the digesting food material, how do the animals can circulate that simple food material to throughout the body? How can we circulate? But our circulatory system is blood circulatory system is present in our body. How do the frogs circulate? How do the amoeba circulate? Amoeba, they do not have any particular circulatory system in their body. They can the digested food material can spread throughout the body by the diffusion process. How do the frog can circulate? Circulatory system is present, blood. How do the sponges can circulate? There is no circulatory system in the sponge's body. The food can be diffused throughout the body. Next, how do the animal move? That is very important. Locomotory organ. How do you move? Legs. How do the eagle move? Wings. How do the frog move? Legs. How do the amoeba move? Pseudopodia. How do the euglena can move? Flagella. How do the verticella can move? Verticella do not move. How do the particular animal move? How do the parasites can move? They do not move. Why they are not moving? What is the need of movement? Because they are parasite, they can live in the host body. There is no need of movement. So there are no locomotory organs in the parasites. Next one is what does the animal excrete? Another one is they are eating food, they are breathing, and what is the how do they excrete and what do they excrete? For example, we are excreting urea, and the birds are excreting uric acid, a frog is excreting urea, fishes are excreting ammonia, and so invertebrate excreting ammonia, like that. But how do they excrete is different. We have kidneys to excrete, frog also kidneys, and the birds also kidneys, and fishes are also kidneys. Metanephric kidneys we can excrete through these kidneys. But how do the amoeba excrete? There are no particular excretory organs or kidneys in the amoeba body or single-celled animals. The excretory material easily diffused out, get lost from the body. And in the primitive animals, there are no particular excretory organs, but developed animals are containing the particular excretory Malpighian tubules or flame cells or any other excretory organs. Then how does the animal reproduce? This is very important question. Because how do the amoeba reproduce? Binary fission, asexual reproduction. How do the eagle reproduce? Sexual reproduction. The sexes are separate, unisexual organisms. How do the frogs can reproduce? Sexual reproduction. How do the sponges reproduce? Asexual reproduction mostly, but a few times sexual reproduction. Lower order animals, asexual reproduction. Higher order animals, sexual reproduction we can find. Next one, we are coming to last. What are the unique and special characters of the phyla? How can you understand the classification? These two we will discuss in the next. These. Okay, however, in the beginning, remembered the animals, discuss the general characters with the questions, and now the special characters. Special characters, at a time you can complete the special characters. For example, what are these are protozoans, amoeba, paramecium, euglena like animals. What are the special characters? These are single-celled animals. Mostly they can live in the water, or sometimes they can live in the host body, causes diseases. Single-celled animals. That's it. There are no particular organs in their body. Next one is the porifera. Canal system is the special. Already we just discussed about the general characters in the previous. Okay, leave it. Now we are only focusing on the special characters. What are the special characters of sponges? In the sponges, this is a canal system, asconide, leuconide, cyconide canal system. Canal system is mainly meant for the breathing purpose and the capturing the food material. That is we discussed. Actually, this canal system is the essay question in your examination, but it may take 3 to 4 minutes to learn completely. I will tell later. Holystemma, that is polymorphism in holystemma. Many types of zooids are present in them. That is only present in this holystemma nidarians. And if you will go to the platyhelminthes, what are the special characters? Many special characters are there in the parasites or platyhelminthes and nematohelminthes, because the suckers are present, the body is flattened body, and the flame cells are solenocytes, and many parasitic adaptations we can find in this platyhelminthes and nematohelminthes. So we can remember them very easily. This is also essay question, the special character. Write down the parasitic adaptations in the helminthic parasites. Then we can write hooks are present, suckers are present, body is flattened, no circulatory system, no digestive system, no special type of excretory system. Likewise, many parasitic adaptations are there, very simple, then you can learn. And the next one is we came to the Annelida, earthworm. In this Annelida, we discuss about the metamerism or metameric segment. Body is segmented. In our body also the body is segmented. In the arthropods also body segmented. In these three phyla, in Annelida, in Arthropoda, in Chordata, this segmentation is found. Actually, the segmentation is started in the Annelida, also found in the Arthropoda, also present in our body, means vertebrates. The segmentation is found in these only three phyla, but the metameric segmentation is found in Annelida. What is metameric segmentation? We will discuss later. But remember metameric segmentation. And next one, we came to the Arthropoda. In this Arthropoda, only one thing we had to discuss, that is the about eyes. In the mosquitoes, houseflies, butterflies, we find the compound eyes, very powerful eyes, compound eyes, which can be used to see in all directions, 360 degrees. They can see everything, so they are escaping very easily. And these are scorpion eyes. Actually, scorpion eyes are not used to see the animals. They can capture the light intensity only. So how do the scorpion eyes are working, how do the butterflies and houseflies eyes are working, we will discuss in detail. But the special character of arthropoda is the presence of compound eyes and normal eyes. These two remember. Then we came to the mollusca. Only one important character, that is actually essay question. Gastropoda, for example, snail, that is about torsion and detorsion. Within few minutes you can learn the answer in later, tomorrow or day after tomorrow classes. What is torsion? Body is folding. What is detorsion? Body is unfolding. Why they are folding, why they are unfolding, that is very important to be discussed. So the write down this torsion and detorsion. These two have to be concepts have to be discussed under the special character in mollusca. Then you can write okay. However, after the completion of this class, live class, once again you can play this video from our list. Then you can start writing. First one is the special character. Protozoa, you can put the heading. Then what is the special character? Porifera, canal system, special character. And Nidaria, dimorphism or polymorphism, special character. You can make a list. Then most of the smart study is completed. Then this last one in the non-chordates is the starfish, which is containing the umbilical system or water vascular system. That water vascular system is only found in the starfish, which can be used to locomote the starfish, move the starfish, and also for the respiration purpose. This is also essay question, umbilical system or the water vascular system in the starfish. Next are non-chordates are completed. Now the chordates. This is actually cephalochordata. The chordate, in the chordate you have to remember only 4 characters important. Then first one is notochord, that is vertebral column like structure. Second one is pharyngeal gill slits, gills. Third one is nerve cord, spinal cord like structure. Fourth one is tail. These 4 are main important identifying characters in the chordates. We can find these all 4 characters throughout this chordata. Okay, so cephalochordata, this one, and next one is the this is fish. These are fishes. Okay, however, cyclostomata is there. The small questions comes from the cyclostomata, but later we enter into the vertebrates. In the vertebrates, you can see this is the fish. Fish can migrate. In the fishes, the special characters are discussed in your syllabus is migration in fishes. Why the fishes can migrate from one place to another place, marine water to fresh water to marine water. Why do the fishes migrate? How do the fishes migrate? Then we will discuss clearly. But migration is one question. That is actually small question. And another important thing is parental care in fishes. How do the fishes can take care their eggs? And in amphibia, the special character says the parental care. However, that is also parental care is the special character. Remaining all are general characters. The parental care is somehow increased than the fishes in the amphibians. They can transport the eggs, they can transport the tadpole larva. Those are the special characters. Now next one is the reptiles. Actually we have to discuss about the adaptive radiation in the dinosaurs Mesozoic era. That was a video which is released yesterday. You can go through that video. And we discussed about the reptile. First, complete land vertebrates. These are the reptiles. These reptiles, garden lizard, you can remember. Then dinosaurs. These two are enough, mostly enough. We will the special characters are, the skin is the special character, and the skull is another important special character. Temporal fossa we will discuss. Due to the presence of temporal fossa, they can move head in different directions. They can catch the prey very easily. Then we come to the birds. Birds are the new organisms. The ancestors of these birds are dinosaurs. Actually, how is the special characters of birds? What are the special characters of birds? Because they are flying in the sky. What are the special adaptations take place in these birds? Are the bone structure and the skull structure, the wings are developed, and feathers are developed. These are the special characters and special adaptations. The question comes from these birds is, what are the special adaptations take place in these birds to fly in the sky? Next, last one is mammal. Here actually the kangaroo I am showing. In the mammals means they can give birth to the animal completely. They can birth to the completely developed animal, and they can nourish their babies with secreting milk. Mammals called. And another special small question in these reptiles and the birds is, they lay eggs. Those eggs are amniotic eggs. Amnion is located around the growing embryo. That is called the amniotic egg. Yolk is stored in the egg. So this is very important. Amniotic egg is another small question. So you can write everything in your notebook. The first one is what are the animals you have to remember, and the questions you can write, and in these special characters you can write. The 3 are completed. Next one is, okay, however, most 80% of the preparation is completed if you go through this past 3 slides. Now, another important thing is, you have to understand the evolutionary development of animals. How did the protozoans were evolved? How poriferans? How do the platyhelminthes, nematyhelminthes? How did the fishes were evolved? How did the amphibians, and how did the reptiles, and how we were evolved on this earth? That is the evolutionary development. For example, this is a diagram, but dinosaurs were lived on the earth, but later they developed the wings and they are flying. So this is nothing but evolution. Here you can see monkey, gorilla, orangutan, chimpanzee like animals, and these are human beings, primitive human beings. Later Homo sapiens were evolved. This is evolution, very simple process. After completing our studies, then just we can understand the evolutionary development of animals. And here all our dinosaurs are showing. In this, the dinosaurs, we discuss about the adaptive radiation. One small question is there. What is that adaptive radiation means? For example, this is the center animal is the ancestor of different dinosaurs. From this animal, all species of all varieties of dinosaurs were evolved during the Mesozoic era. Due to the environmental changes in the environmental condition, due to the migration in different ecosystems, due to facing the different environmental conditions in different ecosystems, they were evolved as the different dinosaurs. Not only this is, we will discuss what is adaptive radiation, how the different species of dinosaurs were evolved on this earth, how did the dinosaurs were extinct on this earth during the Triassic period also we will discuss, but that is very small concept. Next one, last and final one you have to learn thing is small questions, but sometimes in some cases essay questions are also asked from this is classification. But don't get any fear if you see the picture. This is very simple than remaining all. This is very simple than remembering the animals, because in this you can understand the evolutionary development of animals. That's all. This is very important than remaining all other characters. So understand the classification means just go through it again and again, then you can remember them very easily. For example here amphibian classification is there. Here is the diagram. Amphibian classification, amphibians were evolved from the fishes. Okay, here the tetrapoda, four-legged animals are there. These four-legged animals are amphibians, frogs and salamanders. Reptiles, garden lizard and dinosaurs. Aves and birds are there. Mammalia, we are all are four-legged animals. In these four-legged animals, for example, if you will take the amphibian classification, Labyrinthodontia, Lepospondyle, these two are extincted. Just for understanding, knowing the new concepts. And Lissamphibia, only the amphibians which are living on the land till today belongs to this Lissamphibia. In these, Anura, Urodila and Gymnophiana, three are there. Anurans are frogs, Urodila are salamanders, which can find in the North America and Amazon area, the South America only. Gymnophiana, these are Sicilians, blind worms. These three. Simple classification, but you have to go through it few times, then you can remember them very easily. So step by step you are coming. Almost it is 90% above is completed. Then you have to do this one. The YouTube videos are 2 to 3 minutes or 4 minutes. Sometimes it exceeds the 10 minutes, but you have to go through it, go through them within in these 10 days or 9 days. And another important thing is, if you want, you can open the YouTube. If you want, if you are favorable, Facebook, you can, in the Facebook also the same thing you can find. And important thing is PDF notes. This is almost 80 pages or 90 pages are there, but if you take the Xerox, that can be completed in 25 pages, I think. In this 25 pages material you can keep with you. We will actually what I have prepared in the PDF is discussed in the YouTube. What I have discussed in the PDF and in the YouTube and in the Facebook is now discussing in this live classes. Those three are interlinked. That's why you can take one material, only one video classes and one live chat. Don't jump from different areas. Okay. Now PDF notes, you can buy the PDF notes, very simple. That is now in the website samz.co.in, in the website you can wait. The website name by the PDF notes, very simple. That is again now in the website samz.co.in, in the website you can is already you can find the PDF notes in it. And already the YouTube, the website name by the PDF notes, very simple. That is again now in the website samz.co.in, in the website you can is already you can find the PDF notes in it. And already the YouTube, the website name by the PDF notes, very simple. That is again now in the website samz.co.in, in the website you can is already you can find the PDF notes in it. And already the YouTube, the website name by the PDF notes, very simple. That is again now in the website samz.co.in, in the website you can is already you can find the PDF notes in it. And
already the using a website like the previous notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website
In the
you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website sands.co.in in the website you can find the PDF notes and already the using a website like the PDF notes very simple. That is now in the website transfer.co.in in the website. In the same knowledge, you can have the PDF notes and already the YouTube website like the PDF notes very simple study. Now in the website transfer.co.in in the website in the same knowledge, you can have the PDF notes and already the YouTube website like the PDF notes very simple study. Now in the website transfer.co.in in the website in the same knowledge, you can have the PDF notes and already the YouTube website like the PDF notes very simple study. Now in the website transfer.co.in in the website in the same knowledge, you can have the PDF notes and already the YouTube website like the PDF notes very simple study. Now in the website transfer.co.in in the website in the same knowledge, you can have the PDF notes and already the YouTube website like the PDF notes very simple study. Now in the website transfer.co.in in the website in the same knowledge, you can have the PDF notes and already the YouTube website like the PDF notes very simple study. Now in the website transfer.co.in in the website in the same knowledge, you can have the PDF notes